is Michelle Vamos, and today I'm going to walk you through my DIY spa program. You should be able to make all of these recipes at home with ingredients you already have, and if you don't have some ingredients, there's some easy swaps you can make.
The first thing we're going to make is spa water. I'm just using what I have at home. So I have a lime, and then I have some strawberries that I already washed. Really, you can do whatever you want. You can do cucumber lemon, you can do raspberry, you can really do anything. Blueberry lime, so many different combinations. So really look in your fridge, see what's about to go bad, and you can use those. So here I have some water, and then you're gonna cut up your limes. I would wash the limes before you use them. And then I'm cutting them into little slivers. Then you're gonna give them a little squeeze and put them into your, you can put it in a jar, whatever you have. Cut this one off a little bit more. Put them in there. Right, if you don't like too much of a sour taste, just don't put too many limes. And then I'm gonna cut off the strawberries. Now for spa water, it's basically water with a little flavoring. You wanna let it sit so that all of the fruit can really diffuse into the water. You could also do this with sparkling water if you have. Really, whatever you have in the fridge you can totally use. I think that's good. Put those in there. Then you can just get a spatula, whatever you have, to mix it around. I'm gonna put this to the side and we can try it out later, but I would let it sit, at least for an hour. Really matters how much flavor you want it to have. So we'll put that there. Next, we're gonna do a face mask. So again, there's so many different face masks you can do. You could do honey, avocado, banana. There's just literally so many different ones that you can try. Today, again, what I have that's going to go bad is a banana. So you want to take some of your banana. If you use banana, you want it to be soft. You don't want it to be too hard or it won't smush easily. And then I'm going to use some olive oil. Again, you could really use whatever you have. Instead of olive oil, you can use yogurt. You can use honey. Really whatever you have available. You just don't want anything that would be too harsh on your skin. I'm gonna mush up that banana. Then take a little olive oil, drip it in there, and you're gonna mix it up. Whatever you use, you wanna make sure that you like the scent of it, right? Banana, some people can't stand, I personally love. So you're gonna mush up the banana so that it becomes kind of like a paste. And then once it's all mixed with the olive oil, and maybe a little more banana, then you're gonna apply it on freshly washed skin. You're gonna leave it for about 20 to 30 minutes. You shouldn't feel any kind of reaction, but with all of these products we're gonna be making, it would be best if you tested a little bit of your skin. Just put a little bit, let it sit for a few minutes, make sure you're not gonna have any reaction. Again, there's no chemicals in these things, so you shouldn't, but just to be safe. So if you have no reaction and you're good to go with the face mask, then you're going to apply the mask onto your skin and leave it for 20 to 30 minutes, and then wipe it off, and you should be glowing. So that's our first one. So the face mask we did was olive oil and a ripe banana. See, give our spa water a little mix. The next one we're going to be doing is a foot soak. So we are constantly moving around, walking, doing things on our feet. So this you could do in any kind of plastic container you have. This one probably would not fit both of my feet, but I'm just going to show you in here. Really, you can do it in any container you have. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to use 1 cup of Epsom salt. Epsom salt helps relieve aches and pains, and this can be found, if you do not have this at home, you can skip it, but this can be found in the beauty aisle at most stores. So we're going to do one cup of Epsom salt. Okay. Then we are going to do 1 cup of sea salt. And you can just really mix this up with your hands. If there's some bunches of it, you can just break it up. Put that in there. Awesome. Then we are going to do 2 cups of baking soda. Could even do this too in a bathtub. You just put it right into the bathtub. That works as well. So mix this up. So we have the Epsom salt, the sea salt, and the baking soda. Mix it all up. Then you don't have to, but if you have essential oils and you like the smell of them, you can put a few drops. Essential oils are very fragrant, so you don't want to use a lot. They come in these small bottles, and this is a lot, so you really just want to do a drop or 2. So I'm just gonna give it a little drop. It smells good. Lavender helps you to relax. And then you just mix it on up. So for this, you're gonna store, right, the banana and the olive oil face mask, that you have to use right away. The bananas will oxidize, they'll get brown. That's not something that you really wanna leave sitting around. But this foot scrub you absolutely can use for later. So I just have a container. Maybe I'll take one more out. Oh, it smells so good. So I have a little plastic to-go container. You can put it in a jar. You can put it wherever you want. But you are just going to put about 1/4 of a cup into the bath water, or again, I would fill this up with warm water. You want to make sure it's not too hot, and you can just let your feet sit in there. It's really fun if you want to do the foot soak. You want to relax, have your feet back, maybe wear a nice comfy robe or a blanket, put some cucumber slices on your eye, right? So just take a cucumber, wash it. You can leave the skin on and cut it, and that you can put on top of your eyes. You can have some nice spa music in the background, and then you can also do your nails after. This can also totally be a hand soak if you'd like. It's really a body soak, but our feet get so much work that they deserve a soak. Okay, so we'll put this to the side. For the next DIY, we're going to make some lip balm and some lip scrub. They're very similar. The only thing that is different is one ingredient. So we will make the lip balm first, and then we will make it into some scrub. So what you need for this is some petroleum jelly, some Vaseline. You want some kind of sweetener just because it's on your lips, you're gonna taste it. I'm using agave, but you can also use honey. Then to dye it, there's 2 choices. You can use very, very small amount of food coloring. If you have any Kool-Aid or any kind of sugar packet, you could use this, which again gives it a little bit of a taste, where the food coloring will not. Or if you have a little bit of a lip gloss that you really like, you can totally use that. Then I have these little containers. I believe I bought these at the Dollar Tree, but you can really put them in any kind of container you have. This container is a little large, but you can really put it in anything. I like to store my lip balm in the fridge just so it stays nice and cool, but you can do whatever you'd like. So I just have some petroleum jelly in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some petroleum jelly. For this, you don't really have to measure it exactly. You can just kind of see how much you want to use. So the petroleum jelly is going to be the base. That's really what you're going to add everything to. So for this, you'll take your petroleum jelly. Again, it matters how big your containers are. My containers are not very big, so you don't want to add too much. You're going to add your petroleum jelly. Then I guess I'm going to use both of these. This might become a funky color, but we'll see. You're going to take very, very little agave or honey. Again, it's just a sweetener just to make it a little sweet. Going to mix that in. Now again, you're not ingesting this, you're not eating this, this is just going on your lips. Then we're going to take the smallest amount of food coloring. Food coloring dyes things, so you have to be really careful with food coloring. I'm literally taking like half a drop. I'm going to put it in there, mix it on up. To give it, as you can see, as we mix it, let's mix it a little more. Kind of looks like cotton candy, right? Mix that in. And then again, optional is the Kool-Aid. Is the Kool-Aid. If you have the little packets, you can use some. This one's blue. We'll see how this color turns out. Open it on up. It does smell good, I have to say. And then this one, I'm just going to put the smallest amount in and mix it. And then once this is all mixed, you're going to put it in your container. So this Kool-Aid, I'm actually surprised, did not turn blue when I mixed it into the lip balm mixture. See, we have this nice pink color. Then you are going to just use, you can use a popsicle stick. I'm using a plastic knife because my container is so tiny. And you just want to push it down inside. Actually, I'm really impressed with this color. In programs, I've had patrons make some funky colored lip balm. So you can put it right into the container. Again, you want to push it down just so you have more. You could also buy online if you'd like. You can buy lip balm, the little kind of like lipstick lip balm containers that are empty, and you can totally actually make your own. For this, how you would use this is you would just put your finger into it and put it on your lips. Not bad at all. And there you have your lip balm. Again, I put this in the refrigerator just because I like it being cool. Now the next one is, like I said, the scrub, very similar. So we're going to take some more of our petroleum jelly, mix it in. Again, I like how this came out, so I'm going to put some honey. I'm just kidding, agave. We were out of honey, so agave was the next best thing. Maybe I'll make this one a little more red so you can see, but again, Maybe I'm gonna put 2 drops, still not a lot. Maybe let's do 3. Make sure this is closed so it doesn't spill. Then I'm going to mix this. Give it a little more color than the last one. With the food coloring, if you do decide to use it, you just have to make sure that you mix it. Because if it's not mixed, then you'll get like little pockets, if you can see where it's super red. And you don't want that to happen, because then if you put that on your lip, you'll just have a big red blob. So you really want to mix it on in. Awesome. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the Kool-Aid to this one. And then the thing that makes it a scrub is the sugar. So I have some sugar in here. You want to use a white sugar. You don't want to use brown sugar, because that is super, super grainy and thick. So you're going to use some sugar. Again, this is a very small mixture, so you don't want to put too much. Just maybe a teaspoon or so. And then you want to get mixing. You really want to get that sugar all mixed up. So what a scrub does, we're going to do a body scrub after this one. A scrub exfoliates. So the sugar helps to get off dead skin on your lips and all of that. If you have sensitive lips, I would maybe leave the sugar out. Again, you want to try these things on a small part of your lip. Make sure you're okay with it. Right? Some of us have more sensitive skin than others. Okay. Then, you know what? I'm going to make it a little grainier. Take some more sugar. Mix it on up. So spa nights are a super fun way to treat yourself, right? We have to take care of our bodies inside and out, and spa night definitely helps with that. Okay, so then we have the little containers. You can even put these if you have little mason jars. My hands are all petroleum jelly on them now. There we go. If you have mason jars, you can put this in there. Really, just look what you have. On in. Now for the lip balm can stay on your lips, right? It stays for a while. I like to put lip gloss or lip balm on at night, because I feel that my lips get very dry, and sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and my lips still feel nice and moisturized, which is awesome. So here we have this one. For the lip balm, like I said, you leave on. The lip scrub you're going to take off, because it's kind of like the foot soak, right? We're just kind of helping to moisturize. Moisturize and exfoliate. You can leave this on again for 10 to 15 minutes, but you just don't want to leave it on for too long. I'm going to take it off now just so we can move on to the next one. And like I said, there is a little tip with this. You can also totally skip the food coloring. It just won't have a color, but it's still awesome. So there we go with that one. And the next one we're going to do is a body scrub. I love the body scrub. So again, exfoliating your body, getting all the dead skin cells off. It's really great to do every once in a while, right? We all use soap when we shower, but a scrub you're not going to use every day. A scrub is, you're going to be more sporadic. You're not going to do it as often. The next and final DIY we're going to do, which is my favorite, is a DIY scented body scrub. So this is similar to the lip scrub, but it's for your whole body. You can store it in a container like we stored the foot soak, but this is going to have some more some different textures than that did, because we are going to be using some different ingredients. We're going to be using coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, you can use olive oil, you can use different oils. The thing with coconut oil is that at room temperature, it's a solid. When it gets heated up, it's a liquid. So we want to use it when it's at room temperature. If it's too cold, it gets super hard. So again, you really want it to be room temperature. You can always melt a little bit, but this is a good consistency. Then we have some sugar. We have essential oils and some food coloring. Again, all these ingredients, it doesn't matter exactly how much you use. It's not like baking where it has to be specific. You're just really looking for the right texture. So you might have a different sugar than I do, right? You might put a little more, a little less. But with everything, you just are really looking for the texture. So for our foot soak, right, it's really a mixture. Textures all the same. For our lip balm, you just really want everything to be mixed. So if you're looking, you're like, ooh, this is too red, you can always add some more petroleum jelly. For our face mask, you don't want it to be too liquidy, because if it has too much of the oil, it will just slip off your face. Right, and for this, it's going to be a wet kind of scrub. So you don't want it to be too wet. You want to be able to scoop it with your hands, put it on your skin. And again, this is not one that you leave on. This is something you'd put on while you're showering instead of in place of or after body wash, and it just will exfoliate and get off all the dead skin cells. So we are going to do half a cup of the coconut oil. Again, a little hard, not too hard. I'm going to use my hands, so that will also warm it up. But you're going to put the coconut oil in a container. I'm actually going to do it in a bowl, just so I have even more room. So you put the coconut oil in there. Just even mash it up a little bit, and you'll see it already is pliable. You're able to squish it around. Get the paper towel. Then next, you're going to want to put the sugar in. So I put half a cup of coconut oil. Next, I'm going to do half a cup of sugar. And then I'm going to, I guess I'll use a spoon at first, and then I'll use my hands. Just getting it mixed up. So the coconut oil acts as a moisturizer, where the sugar acts as a scrub. So I'm just going to take it, kind of move it around so that the sugar and the coconut oil really all get all mixed up. Again, if you're moving it around and you say, hey, you know, it's really grainy, think I need some more coconut oil, that's totally fine. So if you've never used coconut oil before, it does have a coconut smell to it because it's coconut oil. If you don't like that, like I said, you could use olive oil or a different oil, but it would just then again, it would have a different kind of texture. I'm going to add a little more sugar. And mix it on up. To see, really just mixing it. I said you don't have to use your hands, but then I feel like you can really feel the texture. Awesome. Then you're going to pat it down so it's all mixed. My hands are already getting a little scrub. Then you're going to add a very small amount of our essential oils, and then I'm going to try to make some purple with red and blue. Let's see how that goes. So first I'll put a little red. If you are using the food coloring, again, a very, very little bit. I can't stress it enough. You don't want to put so much red in that then you use body scrub and it turns your skin red, right? We don't want that to happen. So I'm just gonna I'm literally put in all of this, I put 2 red drops and 2 blue drops. So we're gonna mix it up. And let's see if we get the purple. I don't know, I usually do one color, but I feel like trying something new out today. If you do want to use your hands to mix it, then you just want to wear some gloves. Slowly but surely it's starting to mix. Do a few more. And then again, you want to just do the slightest bit of essential oils if you want to use them. You don't have to. And again, let's say you want to do a different scent. Like I actually went to a bridal shower once and somebody, the person that was hosting it made a mint body scrub. So she put a little green in it and then she put a little mint essential oil. So the color going with the scent is nice. Again, I'm literally putting, it comes out very slow with these droplets. I maybe put 3 into the whole thing. Less is more with everything. Put a little bit. If it's not enough, you can always put more, but you can't take it out once you put it in. So, I mean, it looks purple. Looks a little bluish purple to me. Maybe it's because of my bowl. But here you go. Our finished product. Now, storing this, you can store it in a container in your shower, but you want to make sure that it's airtight. So you can put it on into your container, and then you can see once you mix it, right, it's pretty thick once you make it. When you mix it, it really changes consistency. Basically what's happening is you're melting the oil and you're really just getting that nice scrub. Right? I look kind of like a Smurf now, but when you're all done, you wash it off, the color will go away. Awesome. So now we're gonna try out our spa water and then we are all done. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or email us. All right, so I'm gonna try out some of the spa water. Let's see. Now with the spa water, you can let the fruit into your cup or you can just drink the water. Let's see. That is pretty good. I'm gonna go enjoy this. Thank you so much again for joining me and I hope to see you soon.